Hello again, everybody. My name is Bill McDermott, the Running Chef. If we haven't met before, please subscribe right now if you like this video. And let's get right to it. Today's recipe is stuffed peppers, one of my favorites. It's made a few different ways, but there's a few things you want to pay attention to. One is buy your red peppers or green peppers or whatever color peppers so that the bottom is flat. You really want to make sure this sits in your baking dish very flat. And if by any chance it's not flat, you may just want to slice off a little bit of the bottom. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to slice these peppers, cut the top off, and take out the rib. Make a nice even slice. Don't discard that. And let's make sure this sits flat, which this one does. Now we're going to just gently take out the ribs. Just going to slice that out, and pull the ribs out like that. And if there are any seeds in there, just gently tap them out. What we're going to do is we're going to take a baking dish and we're going to put these in just because you want to preheat them, make them a little bit soft. All right, so maybe this is a good example. This one is not exactly flat, so what I'm going to try and do is just slice just a little bit off, like so. You don't want to go through it, but just enough so that it fits like that. Pop these into the oven, 350 degrees for 20 minutes. All right, while we're waiting for that to happen, we're going to take 5 cloves of garlic. A lot of recipes just call for maybe 3. I like to use garlic a lot, so we're going to get 5 cloves. Smash that. Move some of this aside. And let's just slice the garlic. There's one. And it doesn't hurt to put in too much garlic, in my opinion. Now, we're going to take an onion and we're going to dice this onion. All right, we're going to start by cutting it in the middle. So, I'm going to cut this like so. First, then while we're here, we might as well chop our parsley. I try not to use the stems. So you need about ½ cup of parsley chopped. Chop that up nice and fine. All right, so we've got our parsley, we've got our onions, and we've got our garlic. Well, first thing I'm going to do is cook some rice. There's about a ½ cup of rice, which will make about a full cup. Let's get 1 cup of water. Let's get that boiling over here. Teaspoon of salt in there. All right, ½ cup. Let's put this in the water. It's boiling. Stir. Got 1 pound of 85% lean ground beef. All right, we're going to turn this heat up. All right, let's get out of the oven our peppers that have been there for about 20 minutes. Let's put a little olive oil in here. Let's start off by putting our onions in. Unfortunately, I have a little parsley mixed in there, but that's all right. All right, we're going to try and caramelize these onions, so it's going to take about 6 or 7 minutes for that. Sprinkle a little salt on those onions. Right, so we don't want to burn. The garlic now. I'm gonna let that cook for about a minute or so. That's about a pound of ground beef. Set that in here. Break that up a little bit. Turn this down. I'm going to add a half teaspoon of smoked paprika. And put it around there. Let me give it a nice smoky flavor. Half teaspoon of pepper. Let's get the pepper in here. Nice freshly ground pepper is what you want to use. I've read that stuff you get in the can is not that great. It's certainly not that fresh. A half teaspoon of salt. Stir. Some of the fat from underneath the pan. I like this to be a little bit thicker. Add our tomato sauce. Now let's add the 1 cup of cooked rice. Look at that. Now the next is going to be a little bit trickier because we're going to fold in the mozzarella cheese, and that's got to be pretty quick. So we're going to use a pound of mozzarella. Now's a good time to put in the parsley. Okay. Let's fold this in. Put this down below. All right, next, mozzarella cheese. This makes it easier using 2 utensils. Okay, let's do another handful. You want to keep a little bit, a small handful, because you're going to sprinkle that on the top of the pepper. So you can see I say probably about maybe a 1/3 of a cup. Let's fold this in, getting that nice gooiness. It really makes these peppers stand out. All right, so let's turn the flame off. Put this over here so you can see what I'm doing. And just let it slide down into the pepper. Look at that. Oh man. Little stringy stuff around, that's alright. You want to be careful with this, but I'm kind of in a rush to eat it, so. Instagram friendly, I guess. More mozzarella on top. And just a little bit of oregano on top. Just to add a little bit more of that Italian flavor. And it looks like we have enough filling for these two. On top of these two, all right, so let's put these in the oven at 350 for about 40 minutes. Okay, so it's about 40 minutes. Let's see how this looks. This looks good. It's just starting to brown. Oh boy, look at that. This looks like it's pretty. Check it out. Can you see that? I tilt it a little bit more. I gotta say, it looks delicious. Look at that. Oh, nice, meaty and gooey in there. Check that out. Huh? Look at that. Is that delicious or what? As far as leftovers go, these are great. You put them in a Ziploc, take the air out, put them in the freezer. They'll last for a couple weeks. They're not going to last for a couple of weeks, though, the way they taste. Apparently, I missed my swimming workout, but there's always tomorrow for that. This is Bill McDermott, the Running Chef, signing off, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks again for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.